Okay, folks, I found this on a streetlight pole when I was on my way to my first demo in public yesterday. I think it was yesterday I went there. Yeah, I did. I went down to Bankstown. That was the place I went, the first demo I did. I think it was Bankstown Library. Yeah, anyway, enough of that. Figured I'd souvenir it. Okay, let's see what this is. It is an advertising bill from a streetlight pole, roller disco 90s, all ages. I don't know if this is out of date, but I think it looks old. It all looks like it's been in the weather, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is our roller disco advertising. Let's see if we can make it look a treat. See if we can spin it around and make it look interesting. This will be a challenging one, folks. That spun around easily enough, or did it turn out nice? That's the question. That's the burning question we have about this poster. And this has come up looking quite interesting. It's got potential. I like that in the corner there, and that looks like we could utilise it. I'm going to try another one. I just worked it out. I'm going to try another version of our roller disco advertising. Yeah, roller discos are fun. I haven't been to a roller disco, I don't think. I like roller skating actually. I used to like it. I still would like to do it if I could. If I could buy myself a pair of skates. And that's come up looking really quite nice. Wondering if we're going to use that or we're going to use, which one looks better? I think that looks better, but we're going to try another one and try and see if we can make this one even better. But yeah, it's a roller disco advertisement. An interesting piece indeed. A bit like the 70s. The 90s were an interesting time in history. They were a lot like the 70s. They were like a throwback from the 70s. And I really liked the 70s. I liked the clothing. And the music, some of the music was good, and photocopier art had its popularity at that time, and that's come up looking a treat. I do think we could probably utilise that. But yeah, the roller discos indeed were very much a 70s phenomenon, and basically it was carried off into the 90s, and the 90s were like a 70s retro era, and I really like the 70s. In the 90s, I'd like to go back to the 90s if I could. I met someone really nice in the early 90s. His name was Luigi, and I really regret not marrying him back then, and I'm really lost without him, and I'm trying to get in touch with him. I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news to get my photocopier art out there and to find him, because he's into it as well. And I really miss Luigi. Yeah, I really miss him, folks. Really fucking, pardon the language, I really miss Luigi dearly. Yeah, that looks really interesting. I think it's a bit too big on the vertical. I think the vertical's too big. It looks a bit shitty. It doesn't look like there's much to it. Or which way is it looking? Whatever, folks. I'm just going to wing it. I never went with Luigi when I was young. I was 19 and the year was 1992 and photocopier art had its peak. And I wasn't there to nurture photocopier art when it was at its peak. I gave it up, thinking I had better things to do, or should I say I had some bee in my bonnet regarding my artistic use of the photocopier, and I just didn't see that photocopier art had a place in my life, and now I regret it, and I'm trying to get in touch with this person whose name's Luigi, and I want to find where he is, because I'm really lost without him. I'm really missing him severely. I really miss him to pieces, and I'm trying to get in touch. So I need the 6 o'clock news to play this videos that I'm making of me and my photocopier, or the tours that I occasionally do when I go to the library or the office works and do my work. Yeah, we can't get rid of all the voids. The voids are there, and there's just no practical way to get rid of all of the voids. These marks, these bits there where there's no image. I like this bit there. So it looks a bit shitty if I try to cut too much of it off. It loses its character. So I'm going to make the horizontal a bit less as well. But I really miss Luigi, and I really wish I could have married him in 1992 when I was still 19. I'm now 49. And I'm hoping to find him before I turn 50, and I'll be turning 50 on the 1st of January next year, which is 2023. And I really miss Luigi to pieces. I'm really sad that we never got together. I actually think the word party is too far in the middle of the page, so I'm going to move it across, I think. I don't want to lose that part there, though. I don't know. This is a tricky one, folks. This is more difficult than I thought. So I'm just going to slide it across. I don't want the word party smack bang in the middle. And I think I'm going to have to enlarge it anyway. I really miss Luigi, and I'm trying to get in touch, trying to find where he is. I don't know where he is, folks. So my name is Daria Andre Huddy, and I want to get in touch with Luigi, and I really miss him. I really hurt being away from him, and that's come up looking a bit better. The word party is no longer sitting it's sitting a little bit further aside, which is good. And I like that tree, and I like the positioning here, which is the identical. Yeah, but I really miss Luigi, and I really need to get in touch with him, and I need to find just where he is, because I'm really getting lonely, and I can't afford the cost of living on my own, and being, unfortunately, a person living with disability. So disability costs a lot of money because you can't make much money. You can't make much money being on the Centrelink payment known as the Disability Support Pension. All due respect, I do take my hat off to Centrelink for supporting me all these years. That, you know, I really appreciate what I get, but at the same time I do want to go higher, and I want to take my creative use of the photocopier to outshine the disability that I have. had a cord around my neck and I came out feet first. And basically, I had problems with my memory and learning new things, and it's a real pain in the ass. And really, I just want to be recognised for what I'm talented at. This stuff, this photocopier art, I really want to be recognised as an artist, not a person with a disability. And I have to work in an Australian disability enterprise known as an ADE, as the abbreviation. And I really don't enjoy menial tasks, and I don't enjoy the fact that I don't make enough money to get me comfortably by. It's just adequate, and it shits me that I have to focus on what I can't do and instead of what I can do, which I really want to know, want people to see that I'm a talented photocopier artist and that I can get in touch with Luigi, and then living together is going to be a lot cheaper than living alone, I must say, folks. I want to pay back the taxpayer too when I start pulling cash. Anyway, that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this roller disco finished.